Hi, I'm Claudia Brown Coulter, your go-to mediator for navigating divorce with special needs children. Today, we are diving into the thing that parents really worry about when they're considering divorce, and that's, will my child be okay? That's what we all are concerned about. So, there are unique considerations for families that have special needs children when it comes to divorce. So, we're going to dive into it. We're going to talk about legal things to think about, some emotional things to consider, and also some logistical things to think about. So, legal considerations. You want to think about your custodial plan or your parenting plan, uh, child support, and depending on how your family has been structured, there may even be spousal support involved. Depending on the severity of the needs of your children, some things like child support can last well past 18. So, the thing you need to be thinking about as you are considering divorce is that if your friend down the street just finished their divorce and it was fast and easy and simple and it was a clean 50-50 split, yours can still be fast and easy, but it might not be that simple. 50-50 might not be what's best for your child. So you and your spouse are really going to have to create and craft something totally unique for you, not cookie cutter at all. So this is really about my child and my child's needs. That's going to give you the best custodial plan. The next thing to think about are emotional considerations. Divorce is emotional and you have ups and downs and it's stressful. But your children feel that too. Even if you haven't told them yet, your children can feel a change. So, depending on what your child's disabilities or differences are, some of them may have more trouble with this stress and the impending transition that's to come. Just like you, depending on your day or your mood or what's happening, have different reactions to stress. So there is an antidote to stress, and it's routines, it's consistency, it's predictability. So this is why, especially you see it a lot in elementary school, but even secondary teachers, they do their own version of this. But school for many children becomes the safest part of their day. And part of that reason is because it is so predictable. It is so routine, like you could fall asleep in it, right? Many children do. Looking at you, secondary kids, they fall asleep during class because it's so rote and so routine, but it's predictable. And that predictability creates safety. And if things change, usually there's some sort of schedule on the board. And if it changes, there's updated schedules on the board so that they know what is coming next. How does that relate to you if you're not a school, right? How does that relate to you? The more consistent and predictable you can make things for your child in the midst of a divorce, the better it will be for them. Also, this is a really good time to plug back into the school. Let them know this is not chisme. You're not airing your dirty laundry. This is you telling the school, our family is changing, and my son or my daughter may behave differently. They may do things that they don't normally do, or they may not do things they normally do. And I just need you to be prepared because of this. But their other parent and I are really committed to working this out and solving things as peacefully as possible. So please keep their other parent in the loop as well. So the last thing to consider are the logistical considerations. How are they going to get to their doctor's appointment? Who's going to make sure homework is getting done? Someone has therapy tonight. How am I going to get him to his therapy session? These are all things that you have to think about because you guys lived in the same house before. Maybe one parent was doing most of the work, but the other parent was earning the money. Maybe one parent got a break while the other parent drove the children to appointments. And now everything is kind of upside down and confusing, but you still have to get them to their appointments. This is the perfect issue to mediate. Really, it's not about conflict, it's about avoiding future conflict. So, the more clear you can be now about your fears, your desires, your expectations, and then you can hear them from the other side, the better off you'll be. Because if you and your soon to be ex can map out some ways that you two are going to handle the logistical needs of your children together, it's going to prevent future misunderstanding and it's going to prevent future resentment. Because a lot of times it's one parent who carries most of the load. And if that one parent is carrying the load now as a single parent, it becomes twice as hard. So if that other parent is doing support but in a different way, it's a good time if you're the parent who carries the heavy load to build in time of, hey, I need a break. Can we schedule some breaks where you, maybe once a month, you're the one taking them to these appointments because I just need a break. I need to fill my tank. I need to fill my cup and then I can give again. And that behooves them to do that because that gives you staying power, that gives them more contact with the children. It allows the children to have consistency, but a little bit of a different routine, which is good for them. And also, they want you to continue to be a good parent. So they're going to help you out, I hope. Okay, so divorce. Divorce isn't easy, but it doesn't have to be difficult. Okay, that doesn't really make any sense. I know. Emotionally, it's not easy, but the paperwork, the conversations, the creativity of creating a new plan for your child, that doesn't have to be difficult. The difference is when you work with a mediator and you and your spouse are committed to staying out of court and finding the best solution for your child, it's no longer difficult. It's no longer hard. It's something that you can actually complete and know that your kids are going to be okay. So if you have any questions, please comment below. I will respond to your comment. You can always book a call with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get more content like this. I'll see you guys soon.